hard when people come up to you with your Gucci minks and just like, you're my idol, man, have this $45,000 jacket. I just want us to connect with you. I can't wear it out, it's me. You know what I mean?
Synthwave prog.
Synthwave prog.
Yeah. Epic electro progressive power pop metal.
Or synthwave prog.
Yeah, or your new favourite band.
Well, they're just trying to copy it.
We did it first.
So knock it off.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think the more you can sort of blend the genres, the better. And I think if you can do it well, especially the sort of the pop genre and the prog genre, there's a few bands doing that and doing it very well at the moment. Well, why not? It's great because you can listen to music on two different levels. You can listen to it on a pop level and then a prog level. It's great. What's not to love? That's true, people do. I think we've maintained that Voyager sound over the last however many years, and so there's been some fans who we've maybe lost along the way, but I think we've gained a lot. And what's really nice to hear is that when you talk to people who are into the music from the very beginning, who sort of say, I like your first stuff and I like your new stuff, and that's really cool. And there are people who've seen that progressive journey through our music over time. So yeah, it's really cool. You can't please everyone though. That's the problem. Do we?
We did it?
Yeah.
So glad you're across this, Danny.
Really know what's going on.
Did we walk further down the ghost mile?
I feel like we took a step away from the Ghost Mile, if anything. I feel like this record is a lot, I guess, lighter?
Yeah, it sounds dark.
It's not. It's our poppiest and heaviest album at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so let's say
Logical progression.
contrast.
Yeah.
More contrast. There's brighter stuff, there's poppier stuff, but there's also heavier and more menacing stuff.
Yeah, there's parts where we've, for example, like done a sort of drony type bit. We've never done that before. We've experimented with that sort of stuff, and that's never been a part of the Voyager sound, but we kind of managed to integrate it, and yeah, it's really cool. I like it a lot.
I think this record has a lot more forward-facing synth parts as well. Like there are points where the synths really stand out on their own and make more of a bold statement on their own, which I think is really cool. I think that's where that whole synthwave kind of vibe is kind of attached to itself.
We've always had that kind of vibe. We've always been sort of keyboard heavy, and there's been a lot of sort of synth stuff in there. It's just now people, I guess, are describing it more as a synthwave type sound. So, if you listen to albums like V, even The Meaning of I, like Broken from Meaning of I, it's heavily synth based. That's never really changed.
Yeah, that's true.
The sound's definitely evolved, but I think that's always, maybe not the first couple of albums have been, I guess they were a bit more neoclassical.
It's more of an Ingve Malmsteen.
Trumpets and
but if you listen to the first couple of albums, there are definitely parts of songs which are very much in the vein of what we're doing now. So that silver thread, I think, has always continued through the albums.
Yeah. Well, Carbon definitely influenced this album.
Yeah, there's a few riffs from like that just sounds like Carbon.
Yeah, because we think that those guys are doing something that's truly innovative, and I think we were all pretty mind blown by them when we saw them at Euroblast a couple of years ago.
I mean, look, I've just been listening to Modern Talking non-stop for the last 5 years. So that's where that comes from.
Steve Winwood.
Yes, it's a little like 80s artist, Tears for Fears, Duran Duran, Ice House, that sort of stuff, it kind of creeps its way in. But yeah, I mean, you guys are influenced by a lot of the sort of modern new stuff that comes out.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Tesseract and Leprous and Carbon.
Yeah.
Devon is always kind of sweeping over the top of it as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think Devin, like, there's a lot of similarities between what Devin Townsend does and what we do, because he takes his music very seriously, but not himself. I think that's what we do as well. You know, there's a lot of introspective, melancholic stuff in our music, but the live show is entertaining. It's fun. It's got to be, you know, why else would you do this? You know, I find that bands who just stand there and play the songs really boring.
Yeah.
Well, it's true. What's the
No,
point?
yes,
You may as well go home and listen to the record if you're not going to perform the music in a kind of way.
I think that's personal. I disagree with that.
You disagree with that? Yeah. It's controversial.
If I'm watching, you know, like Deathspell or Meg on stage, I'm not looking for them to be going. I want to see them fucking pissed off.
But it's on the show.
That's still performing.
Yeah.
They're not bored.
Yeah.
You know, they're not.
Maybe they are.
I don't know.
Don't know. I think it's about suiting a style. So, you know, the way Leprous perform, for example, they're still engaging with everybody, but they're a lot darker and more brooding on stage. But you can see that they're engaged.
Yeah.
But you see a lot of bands just disengaged from everything. They're just sort of going through the motions. Yeah. So I think we take pride in the fact that we never do that.
Yeah.
It's like when we played Download Festival and I saw Slayer, and Tom Mariah just looked like he just wasn't having a good time. Yeah. And I think he's openly admitted that he's just over it, but he's just, like, you could tell he didn't want to be there, and that's quite sad. I'm sure he got paid a lot of money for it. That's good for him.
This literally counting the dollars. 10,000, 20,000.
I mean, that's like Tom Ray is like the opposite to us. Like, he doesn't enjoy the stage show and gets paid shit tons of money.
Yeah.
Because we get paid nothing and love the show.
It's when we start getting paid big money and we start hating it.
Okay, great.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel the weight of the world on your back as you see.
Mr. Artwork.
I was just getting really tired of black metal albums. There's so much else to choose from, so it's nice to open it up a little bit and make it a bit prettier. And it's very eye-catching when you put it next to a lot of prog records as well. You know, so it's all marketing.
Pure marketing.
Buy our product.
And it's hard to ignore the title as well when you're doing artwork for Colours of the Sun. You've got to make it colourful.
Yeah, sure.
I guess on a serious.
I was being very serious.
I'm sorry. But like,
Increasingly serious.
the music was also, as we were writing it, felt very colourful as well. I think it was like this sort of vibe was going through as we were writing the music, and I guess visually we wanted that to be represented, and Ash absolutely nailed it.
Well, Scott and
As always.
Scott and I were talking to some people today about the album, and they're talking about, I like to Water Over the Bridge a bit better than like Bright Star in Colours, and I was going to say, well, the rest of the album's like, hang on, the rest of the album isn't like any other song. Like, it's really hard to summarise what the album sounds like from anything we've put out or will put out. So it's it's a necessary sort of like interpretation of the way the album sounds.
Yeah. And in that sense, I think the word colourful would be a good way to describe it, because it's got lots of different ideas and sounds and textures throughout. So yeah, it is a very colourful record.
And hence we went with Colours in the Sun as the title.
Not Colours in the Darkness.
Yes, which was both nice.
Yes, very much so. We had deadlines now.
Yeah.
We are not used to working with deadlines.
It was a stressful process. We're very much used to just obsessing over every minute detail, and this time around when we were writing, we actually had a fire up our ass, and we just had to go, okay, this is the part. This part sounds good. Let's move on.
Yeah.
And I think in that way,
it's good. It forces you to lock something in.
Yeah, it forces you to make decisions.
And go, this is not good enough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not good enough. You go, okay, scrap that. Go back to the drawing board for sure.
Yeah.
You have to be very ruthless to make a deadline like that work.
Yeah, definitely. But it's been nice to have a label kind of plan things out too. So I mean, we've had the masters since April.
About April.
So the fact that we've had a lot of time to plan and work out how we want to release it, I think has been really cool as well. And getting a little bit of feedback from a third party on how we should do that, I think is good too. So yeah, there's been a lot of sort of pressure on us to deliver something.
It's funny, you think you'll sign to a label, you'll have to do less work, because obviously we did a couple of albums on our own without labels, crowdfund, all that sort of stuff, and then you think, cool, we're going to have a label to do all this stuff for us, and then you're doing something every second.
Yeah.
We need 10 photo shoots.
What's that message? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But it's good you've got that external driving factor as well.
Totally.
It's funny to see how like everyone deals with it as well as you go along. Like at different points in the process, there'd be two of us going, "That's fine, we got plenty of time, so no worries."
Yeah.
Out to be going, "Oh shit, we're not going to make this down." Like, then next week it would be completely different. Like, "Oh, I'm feeling really good about it now. Yeah, we'll be fine." Yeah, we're going this. Oh god.
But we got there.
Yeah.
Yes, quite literally the second before. Like I wrote the drums to one song about an hour before we recorded it, and we still haven't played that song as a band.
That's true.
And see if you can guess which song it is. You'll be
Which
blessed
song
with
is
right. Also, one of us is a cannibal. It's not him.
Yeah, look, what's interesting is when you've got those pressures to find the balance between what is effectively running a business, which is what a band is, unfortunately, at the end of the day. You know, you've got certain deadlines, you've got contractual obligations and things like that, and the creative process. And I think, you know, I can see that a lot of bands probably are eaten up and consumed by the business side of things, and they lose the creative part, which I think it's fine for the business. You know, you've got big bands who release the same album 14 times, you know, and there's no creative. They've got their fan base, they do what they do really well, they do the festival circuit, and they make good money, and yeah, exactly, why would they change? So that creative, and I think the band that I don't personally like very much, but I respect a lot, is Opeth, because they don't do that. They've gone, screw you, I don't care, we're going to do what we like, whether you like it or not. And you know, they're dependent on the income, and I think that's really cool for them to be able to say, well, this is our livelihood, but we're not going to just do what people want us to do, we're going to do what we want. So that's creatively quite incredible.
Yeah.
Still don't really get into the music, but
it's
as artists, it's fantastic.
pretty brave thing to do, to disregard what the fans want so brazenly, but yeah, still go out there and do it.
And they still do great.
But they're like bigger than they've ever been because they did that.
Which is awesome.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, big times. Yeah. I mean, last year we played Japan, USA, and Mexico within the space of 14 days. And the difference.
It was tiring.
You've got like a Japanese crowd which is like, yeah, and then really polite.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then you've got the US crowd which is really, really full on in a sort of like a fandom type, they're really, really intense, really, I guess it's all about, you know, on your second album at 6 minutes 24, you've got this riff and you're like, well, I don't even remember that. And the Mexican fans were just like, it was all soul. They were just like crying, couldn't believe that they were here. Yeah, it's just like
shrouding you with love and emotion.
So it's really interesting, and it's a wonderful thing to be able to travel the world and see how people react differently to your music.
And Australians, you go on stage and you're like, no, that guy, no, that girl.
Yeah.
And there's someone friends. That guy. Yeah, I know that guy, but he's in Melbourne now, but I know him from Sydney. Why? And then it fucks you go, maybe I haven't met him.
Yeah, and Australian fans are also quite humanising. They'll just go on to be like, how you going? And it's like, I think that's great. I think that's actually really quite nice because, you know, at least I don't like to be idolised in a weird sort of way. It's nice to be able to just...
I idolise you in a weird way.
Thank you. Yeah, it's nice to kind of have people as well who just treat you as a person. I think that's always comforting about Australian fans in particular.
I'll never treat you like a person.
It's true.
So how would people come up to you with your Gucci minks and just like, you're my idol, man, have this $45,000 jacket? I just want us to connect with you. I can't wear it out, it's me.
Pyramid.
Poured paint on it and threw it down.
Oh god.
Nice.
How do you think we financed this operation?
The selling of Gucci that we have gifted.
I know exactly how you finance it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Planning.
things are
Yeah.
being
Two
planned.
at the same time.
Yes.
Not locked in, but planning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing's coming up is a couple of festivals.
Oh yes.
Good Things Festival.
Good things, which is what with like Offspring and
Parkway Drive.
No,
Yeah,
Parkway
sorry,
Drive.
Yeah, so we got Parkway Drive and
Veronica's.
And Poppy.
and Poppy and Cody in Cambria.
Yeah.
Carnival.
Carnival. Yeah, it's a pretty cool mixed bill of
Yeah.
stuff. So that's what, the 8th of December.
December, yeah.
And then after that,
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
just planning.
So yes, the answer to that question.
Yes.
Lost.
And you're the brightest star of all. And you're the
Not so sharp. Go.
You're all beautiful.
Yeah.
We love you.
I guess how I guess this is a bit of a reality check about sort of where to buy music and where not to buy it. The best place to buy it is from the band directly, things like Bandcamp and things like that. I know streaming is where it's at now, but you know the returns that you get are very poor. The music industry is very, very different than it was a while ago. So, I mean, I'm sure many bands have brought this to the fans' attention. But yeah, if you care about music and you want to try to find out there, send us a message saying what's the best platform to buy your music. Because at the end of the day, it's expensive to live on the other side of the world to be able to come over here and keep doing it. So
And come to shows and buy merch.
Pre-sales as well. Sometimes pre-sales will make and break a show.
Yes.
It can even make and break a tour.
Yes.
We've seen shows and tours cancelled because the pre-sale tickets were terrible.
yeah.
I mean, it's probably more of a Australia thing, but
I think it's everywhere.
I think it's happening everywhere, yeah.
Because promoters want to see the pre-sale tickets and go, well, this is not going well. We've seen other bands who have hardly sold any pre-sale tickets and the promoter has just pulled the show. They don't know what happens on the night. So yeah, pre-sale tickets and buying those is really good because you've got that locked in. You can, you've got figures. You can tell the promoters this is what's happening. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That, and also we do love you and appreciate you.
Yes.
And we really sincerely hope you love our next album.
Absolutely.
Because I think it's one of our best for sure. And I'm very proud of it.
Yeah.
I think you guys are proud of it as well.
Yeah.
Very
I'm
much.
stoked. It's my favourite album.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I love
my favourite
it.
songs.
I love
Favourite
it.
album?
Yeah.
For sure.
Wow.
100%.
Cool.
Definitely.
I
There
love
you
the
go.
fact that it's kind of been a grow up for me.
Yeah.
Like being able to actually sit back after all the stress of writing this recording and go, all right, now I get to listen to this thing, and it's like, oh, this record's pretty cool.
Yeah, I really enjoy listening.
Finally, after recording it, I get to listen to it. What was I thinking?
Why did we spend thousands of dollars on this?
What have I done with my life?
Quit. Grab my guitar and smash it. Nice, yeah. I actually genuinely I genuinely enjoy listening to it. Yeah. It's probably one of my favourites that we've written.
Yeah, like for the new fans, thank you for joining us, and for the old fans, thank you for sticking with us. It's really cool. It's really cool to see that progression over the years.
And this album does have the Voyager vibe and sound.
Yeah.
Of course, it really there's my favorite song actually on the album, which is what's it called? Sign of the Times. Sign of the Times. Sign of the Times. And actually, as soon as that intro comes in, it reminds me of Universe, the second album. It vibes like that to me. And I think that's kind of why I love it, because that album was when I started being around Voyager and in Voyager.
It was recorded on the same keyboard that I used.
Was it? Cool.
There you go.
Yeah, it's so cool. It harkens back to that era, and there's something that I feel like we do quite well. Is no matter if it is a Colours in the Sun album or it's a Ghost Mile album that's dark and really really taps into that dark vibe, there's still that Voyager sound, no matter what. And I don't think anyone can take that from us. And it makes me really happy because no matter what we do, how we change, we've been doing this for a long time, so naturally our sound will evolve and change.
That's a good thing.
But the heart of that is still Voyager, and always will be, I think.
But that's what progressive music's about. Like, imagine we've done the same album.
Yeah, let's just be AC/DC.
Look, they do what they do very well. Yeah.
But that's them. That's inherently them, though. That's
Imagine them doing a synthwave prog album.
I would love to.
That would be hilarious.
I would be very curious.
Or
I think we can actually, with the power of the internet, we can make that happen.
Yeah, for sure.
just give Angus a call. Would you like to do a guest call?
Yeah.
Imagine
That'd be kind of
amazing
cool.
that would sound.
Yeah, just chuck it in GarageBand, hit enter, and there it is. All good.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah. That's how we do it.
You ever used GarageBand before?
Yeah, it's easy. How do you think I know?
Oh, man.
Enter. Enter. Is that answering the song? It wasn't really a question.
We just kind of went off. This interview is sponsored by
Pero especial, con notas de sabor amerradas y frutales balanzadas que añaden el intenso sabor de pampero, etc.
And this is why our interviews last 2 hours.